And welcome to Two Old Farts in a Cart, Season 4, Episode 17.
17. We're on the move there, Coach.
We're getting it up there. Well, Coach Toney, yesterday was a sad day for the rock and roll world that Ozzy Osbourne passed away at the age of 86.
Or 76.
76, I'm sorry. I'm having a senior moment.
It took
86.
a few years back.
He's 76.
Yeah.
Be honest, with all the stuff and garbage he put in his body and stuff,
Yeah.
it's amazing he made it to 76.
Right.
But he had Parkinson's disease. And it was kind of interesting. Last night, I was usually watch a little TV to desensitize after Rosie goes to bed there just to kind of get me relaxed. And I was watching a documentary or a little thing clip on YouTube where back on July the 5th, he actually took place in a Black Sabbath concert.
Yeah, it seemed like I remember reading about that, Coach.
They had a big black Gothic throne with all kind of scary looking things on it that he was sitting in to sing. And he had the black around his eyes and he was looking at his evil faces and all, but he was singing. You couldn't tell how well he was singing because he kept holding the mic out and letting the crowd sing with him.
Yeah.
Though. But that was special. That was back in his hometown and I think Binghamton or Birmingham or something like that, over in England.
Over in England.
In England over there. So again, I was never much of an Ozzy fan of his music but he was a funny guy. You know, later on in life he had a reality show and where he and his son and his family and all them.
I remember that. I saw a few episodes of that.
In episodes of it, he was a pretty funny guy.
Yeah. But
he was a scary guy, kind of a dark and evil guy though, but passed away.
He never performed with Kiss, did he? Or?
No, never
So
did. He was with Black Sabbath, and then he went on his own after that, though. So, again, that was a sad day for the world of rock and roll. And the day before that was for a sad day for the people that were fans of family shows. That one of the actors off the Cosby Show, Theo, that was one of the sons in that show. That he and his family were in Puerto Rico, and he was swimming and got caught in the undertow and died, drowned.
Right.
He was just 54 years old. So
he's a young man, yeah.
I always liked him, thought he did a good job. I saw some comments from Bill Cosby that he has stayed in touch with him over the years, that he had just talked to him about 2 or 3 weeks ago there, though. But really hated that because I liked old Theo there and thought he did a great job of the role of being Bill Cosby's son. And that role was created in honor of Bill Cosby's son, who was murdered back in 1994. That was a character that he really kind of played in that show, though. So, sad day, sad week this week for some of the entertainer, musical and TV there. Two people, well-known people passed away.
Yeah, it's happened over the last year or so, and it takes a lot of those famous actors, actresses, and those involved in the music programs.
And you never know. Well, we're going to move on to the next hole, and we'll be back with some more episodes, and we might even dig up a Tony's Tidbit today.
There you go.
All righty, we'll be back. It's time now for Tony's Tidbits, our weekly show sponsored by the Sugar and Spice, where the spice is right.
Hey, that's right.
And we will be having some coaches shows coming up there real soon for the Broom Centurions again that JC said he wanted to sponsor us again. But it's time for Coach Toney's his words of wisdom. Take it away, Coach.
Okay there, Coach. A lot of our coaching slogans and sayings, not only for our teams, but also we have them for those who are in cyberspace that would like to apply to their everyday life. And the one I've got right here is one that I picked from Coach Gilmore. That time we went down and saw the game Cox and Coastal in those baseball playoffs a few years ago. How many years ago has it been?
That was back probably about 15 years ago.
I tell you what, we're that time flown by. Well, anyway, here's the one I picked off from him. He said, "Yesterday is history, today is a gift, and tomorrow is a mystery." If you think about that, elaborate on that, Coach, you know, he's absolutely right. And we got to do enjoy and seize every moment we have here on earth, because we don't know when that appointed time and hour is going to be for us to depart.
And Coach Toney, we could apply that to golf, that the last hole is history, this hole is a gift, and the next hole is a mystery on what we're going to do.
You're absolutely right.
So we will apply that too. So this has been our Tony's Tidbits this week, brought to you by the Sugar and Spice. Stop by and get a good old roast beef aplenty.
Yeah, roast beef aplenty, or get that, you know, hot dogs aplenty, chili cheeseburger aplenty. One I like too there is a fried ham with lettuce and tomato and an order of onions and fries, and maybe sometime a side order potato salad. You can't go wrong with it.
And a BLT aplenty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So get a plenty of plenty. They got plenty of things to offer, but go by and see JC or Harry and tell them you watch Two Old Farts in a Cart. We'll be back with another hole in just a minute. And welcome back to our next episode that we are letting someone play through right now, a onesome. So we can let him go ahead and play, and we just going to take our time right here. So Coach Toney, I got our big date coming up next Monday, Birdies with Beamer, that we've been kind of gearing up for that and talking about that. They moved the date on us, and I had something else going on, but I was able to move it to get that going on.
Right.
They tell us to put on your calendars a date. So you set up all your appointments and everything to work around that date. And then lo and behold, here a week before you play, they changed the date. That somebody screwed up royally on that, because I know the media day for the Gamecocks is going to be on the 31st, which would have been the day after that. So they have royally screwed it up, but we're going to go and play and be good citizens and go down there. But beautiful course to play down there at Blythewood.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good and long too, ain't it, Coach?
It is.
But one good thing about it, hey, we play Captain's Choice, and hopefully we'll be with a couple of ringers.
Yep, and don't normally know who we play with up until like the day before. There, we used to get to play with some pretty good players. I got to play with offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, defensive coordinator, like that, and somehow we have shrunk in the ranks. When Emily Feeney was running the tournament, she took care of us, and Emily put us with some good people. Now that Michael DeBates is in doing it, we're lucky if we can get an equipment manager to play with.
Yeah,
now.
well,
So we don't get any of the name people. They take care of the good old boys.
Monitor and adjust and go with the flow.
The boys in Columbia, they kind of take care of them, and us two old farts in a cart from the upstate, we just take whoever we get.
That's right. We take who we got and have a good time.
Have a good time, have a good meal up there. Get a chance to talk to all the coaches up there, though. But Monday, Coach Toney and I will be on the road again. We will be up at down at Blythewood, playing Cobblestone in the golf tournament down there. So,
and Coach, I got an acronym off time used too. East Main.
Okay, what's East Main?
Enjoy and seize the moment, always including knee, which is no explanation, no excuses.
Wow, that's a mouthful. All right, we're getting back to the links now. Hopefully the guys hit ahead of us where we can go ahead and hit our next shot. Our last segment of the day, Coach Toney, going to have a little fun with this one right here. I want you to think of Jesus as an athlete, because he probably would be pretty strong. You know, he looked, from what we visualize, though. If Jesus was a football player, what position would he play?
Hey, without a doubt, he'd be playing quarterback.
Okay. You think he would be quarterback? All right. There would be some that would probably go with he would be a linebacker because he's physically tough and would defend us. And there would probably even be a few people that would say he's a defensive back, because sometimes Jesus gets put out there on the island to get us out of situations and that one-on-one coverage dealing with us, though. So I would probably go with you with quarterback, and those would be the other two.
Right.
All right. If Jesus was a basketball player, what position would he play?
Hey, without doubt, he'd be point guard.
Point guard. Okay.
That's right. He'd get everybody lined up where they're supposed to, and he would know who to feed the ball to score.
Okay. And there would be enough balls to go around for him to feed. If he can feed with the fish, the thousands of that, I think he could satisfy everybody with the basketball. I might even throw in, he might be that tough, rugged power forward. The guy who kind of gets in there, does the little things, physical things there, would be with that. And my final one is baseball. What position would he play?
Without doubt, he'd be the pitcher.
He'd be the pitcher. I would go from that. I can't even think of any other positions right there. So
he would know how to throw the pitches to each according batter.
Right. He'd know their strengths and weaknesses.
Hey, absolutely.
That he would be a good pitcher with that, though. But just wondering, Jesus, in my opinion, was a big, strong man and would be a very athletic man. And if he did choose to play the sports, those would be the positions that we think he would play.
And some of the other characteristics, he would be one of humility.
Okay. And while we're on the subject, Coach Toney, well, we'll come back and do this one in just a minute, though. We got one more segment coming up next. Be back in just a minute.